Hi empaths, welcome back to my healing space. We're going to get into another intuitive session. I want to say thank you to all new subscribers and anyone who is making energy exchange donations to the channel. That really helps sustain my ability to do this work and to provide these free tools. And shout out to all my clients. Thank you for your inspiration. You're such strong, incredible people. I love tuning into your energy and following your example. Learning a lot from you too. So again, the title may have resonated, or maybe this is part of your spiritual practice and ritual of getting in tune and self-actualizing by seeing what resonates and what doesn't for you. And that's the right way to use these readings. There's no wrong way really, but unless you allow it to usurp your inner knowing. We never want that, right? So I'm going to clear the energy of the space, our auras, the cards, invoke angels, guides, compassionate ancestors, any beings of the light who want to inform this reading for the most concise, accurate, healing, resonant, helpful information to come through that's priority for the viewer to hear at the time of watching this video. Nice. This is a little out of alignment. The lighting's a little different to eliminate any buzzing from the overhead fluorescent lights, so I hope that's not too distracting. Just pulling an angel card from the original angel cards to see what we're focusing on. Strength. Strength. So getting in touch with our inner strength, right? Using, those things in our life that are less than ideal to create emotional fitness and resilience, right? Working with it as resistance training, maybe even working out, going to the gym. What's the angel on the card doing? Looking out the window, looking through curtains. Looks like she's looking out a window, right? Looking through some drapes at the day. Okay. Let's go to the Oracle card decks. I have all my decks here combined, and see what about strength are we looking at here. Interesting. So I'm already getting this is probably going to be a love reading. Anything else? Okay. So the first card that comes out is Unrequited Love. So there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So what's the most recent relationship you can look back to and see that love wasn't reciprocated or it wasn't matched, right? It wasn't an equal exchange and you took it as a rejection. We have a tendency to focus on those problematic relationships, don't we? Instead of seeing what's working. So what I'm getting is focus upon your strengths, right? With Apollo here, right? Interesting that strength is what we're looking at. So focusing on what you bring to the table, right? What makes you a great partner? What are your skills in relationship, right? Focusing on, is it emotional resilience? Is it an ability to fill up your own cup? Is it solid boundaries, right? And knowing when to say no, right? That can be a strength and make you more attractive. Also, maybe focusing on gathering strength, right? Strength from the relationships that are working, or attunement to this higher power, a sense of higher power, right? With the light. Allowing light to come into those dark places that you're afraid to look at and you're ashamed of, just to heal whatever residual effect this had, this experience, this exchange. Because the next card that's coming in is your wish is granted. So if this is a big dream in your heart to have a really successful romantic relationship, what you've asked for is coming true. But you have to let go of this past situation. You have to let go of this past person and possibly your attachment to outcomes in this situation and in general, right? Let go and allow the co-creative forces to do their work and to bring a resonant match to you. But to do so, you have to be clear about what it is you're bringing to the table and what you'd like to create. And we do that with emotional resonance, right? As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. We get what we want when we're in a relaxed state, right? So getting in tune with that inner strength, using these past experiences to build emotional fitness, right? We don't allow that to attack our self-image. It wasn't a resonant match. It's a redirection, right? Maybe this person had to go away and grow. Maybe we had to go away and grow. Maybe we'll come back together, right? Maybe this is balancing right now. We'll go to the Tarot to see what exactly this is saying, but, or maybe it's, we weren't asking for enough. Maybe the person we attracted in was the answer to a prayer, but it wasn't asking for enough, right? So getting clear about this. Can we see ourselves accurately and how powerful we are and what we truly deserve? So if you said no, if you set a boundary, if you let go of this person, know that it's a signal to the universe that I don't accept what's not in alignment with my greatest good and I want more, right? If this person was showing up in breadcrumbing, right, playing hot and cold, and just wasn't really interested enough to create something substantial and real, and you took it as a rejection, don't. Maybe it was an opportunity to set a boundary and say, I want something more, right? To show you contrast, right? To eliminate any resistance you had, right? So we might want to do some yoga to create some mind-body strength, right? Strengthening the body strengthens the mind and vice versa. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So really doing whatever you love to do, right? Getting muscle toning, building, and staying in alignment, right? Sometimes we can't come out of alignment because of weaker muscles, so we just want to strengthen them. Or notice if it's a chiropractic adjustment that needs to take place, right? Are you having any sort of pain on one side or the other that maybe could benefit from chiropractic adjustment? Or alignment through yoga, Pilates, right? Any kind of stretching. you know your body, so tune into that. Let's go to the archetype cards by Carolyn Meese and see what aspects of self are being summoned here. Want to show up in the spotlight to give us a little more information. What aspect of self needs a little bit more integration? Or what part of us can we tune into for a little more strength, right? This can be a really tender time, can't it? As it puts us in it's a really stressful time, right? When we sense we were rejected. It can be really hard on the system. Our greatest need is for belonging and connection, and when that's taken away, it's hard to take really good care of yourself. But, step up and do so now, The worst thing you can do is abandon yourself right now, right? To come out of yourself and overthink this or take it as a rejection or an attack on your self-image. Your ability to be loved, right? This doesn't mean you're unlovable. This means you were asking for too little. Oh. Okay. So we have student as the archetype. Student, the light attributes humility and devotion to knowledge, openness to lifelong learning. This is a learning experience, right? You're learning to own your value and to ask for what you deserve. You were asking for too little. The shadow attributes, arrogance in the pursuit of destructive knowledge, unwillingness to translate knowledge into action. So there may be things right? Like you might hear, take stellar care of your body. And you're like, I know I should, right? Or eat really nourishing foods right now, right? Don't overindulge in foods for temporary pleasure. Take really good stellar care of yourself to help your emotional state, right? And to help you detox this out. Don't clog up the system now. It's like, I know, tomorrow, right? We put it off. Can we show up for ourselves though and really act on that and show stellar care? That will make us strong because we'll trust ourselves, right? Maybe this person betrayed our trust, right? Just wanted our validation and attention and didn't really care that much. It wasn't substantial enough and it created a wound or triggered a childhood wound. And it was an opportunity to heal and to own our value and strength. Can we see it that way and can we do so, right? How quickly can you get there? I'm going to go to The Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti and see what else about inner strength, focusing on our strength, getting strong, body, mind, spirit, letting go of attachment to outcome, attachment to a specific person, right? Maybe we're playing small here. Maybe we're tempted to draw this person in closer or use a tactic to manipulate them, but we were just playing small. We weren't asking for enough. And it was an answered prayer, but we weren't asking for enough. So can we learn from this? Can we get in touch with the inner student and see this is a great opportunity to learn and grow and to own our strength, own our power, that it was a manifestation of what we were asking for. Our wish was granted. We need to ask for something more, right? And the fact that we let go, the fact that we created a boundary or separation or said no, this isn't enough, it's a great sign that we weren't willing to put up with breadcrumbs, right? We weren't willing to put up with someone who's lukewarm or in and out of our lives, it's not good enough. That's a great signal, right? Then I'm ready for more. I take responsibility for me. So I can say no. I can say no to those that aren't a good match, even if there's chemistry. I have the strength to walk away from that. And to trust that there's something bigger coming and align to it, right? Through my practice, yoga, create physical strength so that I have a strong mind, right? Creating emotional fitness and resilience. By using these situations as opportunities to grow and strengthen, as I use the pain to really realize I can handle anything that comes. Look at what I've walked through before. This is nothing in comparison, right? So a little more about the story here with the tarot. What's going on? It's too many. Okay, so the first card that's coming up is the Queen of Cups. This might be you, right? This is an empath, a compassionate queen, a sensitive, really loving and kind, right? In touch with her emotions, really the empath of the deck, right? So this might be you, or water sign female. And followed by the Page of Swords. So there might be some spying on social media, looking out, putting feelers out, right? Spying. You might be spying on this person, this unrequited person, right? This person that provided unrequited love. They might be spying on you. So there might be some watching of each other. And maybe this is how you're avoiding walking through this. Nine of Swords, but maybe this person has some guilt about the way they treated you, right? So they're waking up with anxiety, guilt, nightmares. They're being guided in their dreams, right? This could be you as well. Waking up, feeling in touch with this person at night, and it's just creating prolonged pain and suffering and anxiety around the situation, and not allowing you to let go, right? And maybe that's how they're getting in touch with you, through these dreams, and maybe that's part of how they're spying, by communing in the dream world. That's happened to me quite a bit. And then we have the King of Cups. So while this person may have had reciprocal feelings, they weren't showing it, right? It appeared as unrequited love. It didn't feel like they felt the same or as strongly. And maybe it was because part of this game of them not revealing their feelings. So you took it as they don't care, right? Because the King of Cups, while he is an emotional king, he often doesn't reveal that. He often doesn't reveal his emotions. He's a master of his emotions. So he puts those in check and he doesn't reveal. So what was the tactic instead? Seven of Swords, just sneaking away. Sneaking away, taking validation and sneaking away with it, right? Stealing your time, attention, resources, right? Just taking your validation. This might have appeared like narcissistic tendencies to you. Empaths do tend to attract in people with narcissistic tendencies, energy vampires, right? So maybe you had this sense that this was happening and it just stopped feeling good. So you let go, you walked away. And maybe this person was taking your validation as well as others, right? Three of Cups here. Three of Cups can often indicate other parties, right? Or third party, creating a triangle in love. So, that could be with other people. It could be with substances, right? Maybe they were just so caught up in some kind of addictive patterning, right? Or maybe they had a big dream that was taking all their time and attention, so they weren't giving it to you, right? You weren't a priority, basically. They were taking love from many different cups, perhaps. And there might be this inclination to come forward, this Knight of Cups, right? With a love, with an offer. There might be an inclination to come forward. Or maybe you have this inclination to offer your love one more time, that you maybe didn't do enough. But we're seeing the Four of Cups here. And this is a person who isn't really accepting any offers, right? Is it really in a daydreamy place? Could be a water sign, right? Who's not really accepting any love at the moment. They're really in a daydreamy kind of place. Maybe there's this idealization. Maybe you're idealizing them, they're idealizing you, and you fell in love with an idea or an image. And so it wasn't even reality, right? It wasn't a grounded cup. It's something that's kind of a vision, an idea. And how can you really accept that as part of your life or into your life if it's not materialized? So maybe there is this falling in love with the idea of a person. Maybe they never reveal their true self. So what is there to accept here? So maybe it does feel like this missed opportunity in that way. And maybe also you're so focused on this one idea of a person that you're missing opportunities that are right there, right? You're not seeing other cups that are available. Or maybe that's true for them. Maybe you were one of these cups that was right there offering, but they're chasing something else. Or they're daydreaming about something else, escaping through fantasy. So it was never really about you or your worth or your lovability, right? That's a human fear that we're not enough, we won't be loved. Those are the two main fears of humans. We all go through it. So don't beat yourself up for that, for entertaining that, but let's stop right now because we have the Four of Wands, right? Stability in partnership. There's a more stable partner for you, right? Or there's stability on the horizon for you. Inner stability, inner strength, fulfillment, right? Partnership, marriage. Oftentimes, this card depicts two people that have just been wed, right? And in this card, there's also bunnies for fertility. And there's a child, right? So it's a family. Fertile new beginning. 1111 can be spiritual soulmates, which, or even twin flames, which both people need to be aligned, right? Aligned with their purpose and not coming out of themselves to merge with each other. That creates the runner-chaser dynamic, right? So we're in alignment with our purpose, and so are they, and we walk together towards the future. So if this person has made you unstable, if you are emotionally unstable with this person, this is not a sustainable situation, is it? It'll be the person that you feel even safer to embody, right? That's even more supportive. You feel like you can have open communication and work through conflict together, right? Have boundaries and still be loved, right? And vice versa. So that might be being worked out right now, right? And this what's in the cards. So we're doing inner work. And then the Sun card. This is the most positive card in the deck. This is success. This is fulfillment of, your dream. Just shines a light on the whole spread, right? With a more positive, sunny feeling, right? So this amazing, stable partnership that's blessed, right? Sun of success. And we might have to do some work alone. Contemplation, reflection, right? So the Hermit is the bottom of the deck. We might have to do some inner work here. Some contemplation, waiting for illumination, guidance, following the guidance, following the light. Doing some inner work to heal from the aftermath of this unrequited love. Sometimes that takes some time so that we don't just jump into a rebound situation, so that we're more stable to create something that's more worthy of us. Okay, let's go to a crystal. See what crystal wants to support. Oh, we have hummingbird and some sunstone. That's beautiful. Lightness, love, joy, right? Hummingbirds are joyful, light. They're amazing. Those small wings, flying, they are really strong because they have to lift a heavier body in comparison to the wingspan, right? So they have to flap their wings very rapidly to take flight. And they're actually very territorial. There's some hummingbirds that come around the warmer months here, and they have really strong personalities. They're very territorial. Lightness, love, joy, right? Hummingbirds, their wings move so quickly, and they look like they dart around so fast. Which I guess gives the appearance that their bodies are lighter than they actually are, because their bodies are rather heavy for those little wings. And then sunstone, hello, we just had the sun card. Sun of success. It's a sensual stone. It's like citrine, but it's a little more sensual of a feeling, of a vibe. Access to the energy of the sun, right? Attuning to the energy of the sun. Which is helpful because it gets in touch with our inner fire, burning up a lot of these heavy emotions, the water of these heavy emotions and attachments. So that can be really therapeutic. Let's go to the essential oil cards. So you might want to work with hummingbird as a totem animal, as an archetype. You might want to work with sunstone, right, to access that energy. I love sunstone. It's really beautiful. I think I'm carrying some with me. I was drawn to bring it with me. I pack it in my bra to work with it, work with the energies. So looking at what essential oil wants to lend its aroma to this reading, add a little more insight. About inner strength, focusing on our strength, building strength, and aligning. And trusting that our prayers, our wishes are granted, right? Wish fulfillment. Whether it be with this person, right? Or with a better match, right? Maybe this situation is balancing itself out, right? And this person is having the instinct or intuition to move forward with a cup of love on offer. Or maybe that's you, right? Maybe you're having this intuition that you should move forward. But you will be met. If you too choose to move forward, you most likely will be met with someone who is not able to accept the offer, right? So maybe that's not the right approach. And holding out for somebody that's more stable. Provides a little more stability for you. Just one card. One essential oil. Time. Time essential oil. Keyword is revive. The trigger statement is I cannot stand myself, and the true statement is I am aligned, right? I am aligned. Go within and allow everything that is not resonant to be purged so you can come from your heart, your seat of power, right? Go within. Go within. The Hermit card. Allow everything that is not resonant to be purged so you can come from your heart, your seat of power. Right? Allowing the energy of the sun, that fire, to burn up any impurities, anything that's getting in the way, any constructs we have to protect ourselves, right? That prevent us from accepting love, right? Can we let go of those things? Time is the oil of releasing and forgiving. Are we forgiving this person? Are we forgiving ourselves, right, for participating? Time is one of the most powerful cleansers of the emotional body and assists in addressing trapped feelings, which have been buried for a long time. It reaches deep within the body and soul, searching for unresolved negativity. Time brings to the surface old, stagnant feelings. It is particularly helpful in treating the toxic emotions of hate, rage, anger, and resentment, which cause the heart to close. Time empties the soul of negativity, leaving the heart wide open. In this state of openness, individuals begin to feel tolerance and patience for others. As the heart opens more and more, it is able to receive love and offer forgiveness. Time teaches that it's time to let go. Time to let go and move forward. As individuals forgive, they free themselves from emotional bondage. Time transforms hate and anger into love and forgiveness. Might want to use time if you're looking to forgive, be more tolerant, patient, open-hearted, understanding, and release emotionally. You might want to inhale time. All right, one last card to wrap up the reading. I'm going to go to the Crazy Sexy Love Notes cards by Chris Carr to see how we want to put a bow on this reading and a nice little message to leave us with. about inner strength, our strength, releasing, letting go, forgiving, freeing ourselves, which is associated with fire, sun, sunstone, the scent of time, reconsider your commitments. Have you piled so much on your plate that there's little room for you? Identify what truly matters and graciously decline the rest. There's a universe of meaningful opportunities on the other side of no. In fact, every no makes space for the perfect yes. Your freedom is closer than you think. Right? Every no makes space for the perfect yes. So maybe you let go of this situation, this person, and just trusted that something better was coming. And we see the Four of Wands. Stability in relationship and partnership, right? Committed relationship, spiritual union, right? So you did the right thing in saying no and setting a boundary, right? And saying, that is not up to my standard. And you said yes to yourself. So we need to celebrate that, right? That takes strength, and you forged muscle when you did that, right? So we want to celebrate that, anchor that in. Okay, so let's use a little bit of sound, really briefly, to tune in. So you might just want to breathe, comb through the aura as you inhale, start at the top of your head. Inhale down to the bottoms of your feet. Just scan the aura, combing through, seeing if there's any residual effect here, anything you need to remove, release. Exhale from the bottoms of your feet up to the top of your head, right? And just repeat, just combing through the energy field, aligning and grounding, anything that's out of place, anything that's blocking, right, the flow. We're going to purify that now. So just breathing, scanning the system, calming through, releasing. allowing any fragments or residual energy to flow out from the bottoms of your feet, right? Using the breath to release, releasing any tension. Revitalizing the system, grounding down, finding your way back to the room, fully present, open. Notice how strong you are. How resilient you are. So I hope you found this reading useful, valuable, insightful. If it didn't speak to you, maybe the message is for somebody else, someone you know, please do share with them. That helps me get the message out. I really appreciate that. Thank you for liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Click the notification bell so you can enjoy the premiere of these videos. And all of these tools, the card decks, some of the sound healing tools, and things like that, I have in my Amazon store. That's linked in the description, as well as if you want to connect with me and work one-on-one, there's an opportunity there, and connecting on other social media platforms, right? That's all in the description. Thank you for the energy exchange donations that help sustain this channel and help me keep offering these tools. I'm wishing you so much love, right? And this understanding of your inner strength, the fact that you stood up for yourself, said no, set a boundary, decided you were worth more. The universe heard you, right? And your wish is granted. The Sun of Success couldn't be a more positive card. All right? So I'm wishing you much strength and love and success. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye, empath.